Over the page we go to race number 6. And in race number 6, it's over the 1400. Class 4 gallopers step out on the turf here. And we've got King's Race, drawn to go forward from barrier number 3 in a £2 claim for Matthew Poon. Bullish Glory's aiming for the hat-trick. He's coming back in distance from the 2000 to the 1400. No trials. Pearl Champion, newcomer to Manfred Mann, formerly with the stable of Tony Miller. Joe Marira takes the ride. The 7, Light My Day, blinkers are off. 8, Mighty Power, blinkers with 1 cowl go on. He's had 2 trials since joining David Hayes. We go right down to the bottom on number 13, President Star. First start since February, and his placing was over further. Alex Lowe with the ride for Denny Shum. 1, 2, 5, 7 and 12, Sonic Fighter, King's Race. Dream Warriors, Light My Day and Bulletproof have been up at the Chung Fa Training Centre.
King's Race has led and won in the past with Matthew Poon on board and did it easily in a recent barrier trial. He might get some company from Karis Teton with All for St Paul's, who was down the track in a recent trial. Light My Day from gate number 6 might be handy, but is unplaced from 8. Pearl Champion from the new stable. Dream Warriors will be looking for a little bit of luck to try and slot in there. Mighty Power's another one from a new stable who trialled well. President Star should get a nice enough run with Gallant Crown behind him.
Pearl Champion seems to be going well on the track in the mornings, but he normally does. He's normally a good track worker. He's changed stables. He's now with Manfred Mann, and he goes nice enough here in the morning, as you can see, as he normally does. Pearl Champion. Mighty Power. Now, this horse has improved. I think he goes really well. Chad Schofield aboard. He's a trial winner. He looks really forward, really wound up for this race, so expect a big run from him. He has drawn a bit awkward, though, in barrier number 13. And Bulletproof, he put in some pretty good runs at the back end of last season. Still to win from his 7 starts. But look, he looks nice and comfortable in his work here. And from barrier 4, another one he should be able to posse up nicely enough.
Staying at Chung Fa for our first replay is that of a Sonic Fighter. Zach Purton takes the ride for Paul O'Sullivan. He's had 3 trials prior to this resumption, Tom. And the barrier trials from Sonic Fighter have been okay. You can see him there in that clump of horses and the club's colours there. And Paul O'Sullivan teams up with Zach Purton. It was a bit of a blanket finish last time out at Happy Valley when he was at the rear behind Real Busy, only beaten 3.5. This is his sort of grade though, but he has run okay in the past, Paul, fresh up. You can see him getting to the line there without too much pressure. Yeah,
he seems to be quite forward. The thing that put me off was the big weight and the wide barrier draw. There were just a couple of queries for me with Sonic Fighter. He's a 3-time winner here in Hong Kong.
If you're a fan of the trial files, the next 3 have all been good. King's Race, his last furlong, very slick, Paul.
Yeah, really nice trial here from King's Race. He'll be right on the pace as well. So if he can get an easy enough lead, he can be a hard horse to get past. Matthew Poon aboard. And look, he didn't have as much luck at his last start towards the back end of last season. He's come out of that nicely enough. So from barrier number 3, I think he'll get a nice run.
Yeah, they lined him up at Happy Valley over 1,200 metres last time out, and he was certainly doing his best work late. And if he doesn't get too much pressure up front, he could potentially run them into the deck.
This has been a really good performance, this one too, Tom, because Victory in Hand was a long way in front and Pearl Champion's run him down and done it easily.
He did it really nicely over the final stage. You can see that the rider in the saddle there has got a good lap full of horse coming down in this trial, and look, he finished off particularly well. Last time out he was 6th behind Leading Fortune, but the leader got out to a big lead in this trial, and he's finished off stoutly. So looks like a good run coming, I think, off the back of this trial.
Yeah, he generally works well, but he's still only a 1-time winner from his 17 starts, so that's a little query race day for me.
Ed Sadler continued around Sha Tin with his trusty microphone and camera, and he caught up with Chad Schofield, who rides Mighty Power. He'll have his first start for David Hayes.
Chad Mighty Power, he's a maiden here in Hong Kong, but he's fallen away a lot in the ratings. It's his first run for David Hayes on the weekend. You've done a lot of work with him yourself. What are your thoughts heading into the race?
Yeah, he's been working well. His trials have been good, and he seems to be very happy in his new environment. So we're hoping he can run well, and unfortunately we've drawn a poor gate, but if we get any luck, I'm sure he'll run well.
You mentioned the poor gate. What would you plan to do from there?
Well, he's a horse who generally races handy. He showed a bit of speed in his trials, so we'll jump him out and see where we can end up. Cover would be great.
Did he feel well in his trial you rode him in?
Yeah, he did. He felt good.
Nice words from Chad Schofield there. Paul, have you got him in?
Yeah, I have. I've got him on top, actually. I'm going to take a chance with him. The draw's the only quickie. The query for me is Mighty Power, but I still think he can win the race. So he has definitely improved in the off-season. King's Race from the front, Bulletproof will give him a chance. And Gallant Crown, he put in an awesome run last time at Happy Valley. He steps up to 1400 metres. I think it's ideal for him. 8-2-12-6.
Paul Ellie showing he's a fan of the quickies lollies. So I'm with, in race number 6, number 12, Bulletproof, who comes out of the stable of Ricky Yu. He's down in the weights here, 111 pounds, 42 rated. Slow out last time, outbeaten 4 3/4. I've tipped him on a few occasions, but I thought he kept on okay in the straight, and he's had plenty of time to acclimatise here now as Bulletproof. King's Race goes in number 2, Mighty Power and Pearl Champion. So taking a chance with Bulletproof at the odds of nearly 15 to 1. So 12-2-8-4.
We'll take a quickie, break that is, and come back with plenty more right after this.